Hello and welcome to Samadhi. Today is Saturday, December 29th? No, is it? December 29th, 2018. Well,
So what happens when you're living in the moment?
I guess so. I was thinking it was 30th. Me and my fast brain.
So, the message for today?
Yes, well, welcome to Samadhi. Did I say that already?
Yes.
Good.
You're shifting.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Michael has a message for today.
We shift a lot. We love shifting. And for those that don't know what shifting means, it's transcending to that more blissful, more authentic, more alive you. And it like short circuits your reality. Am I here or am I here? So when we say shifting, it's like, you're like you're in both worlds at the same time.
In between.
Yeah. So the message today is, why you? Why now? Why us? Why Samadhi? Why not? And this message came to us as the importance of what's going on in the world right now is, even personally us, had a lot of resistance. We were in the process of moving. We're still, putting things back in order. And we know that there's a big, huge vibrational process of a shift going right now. Amber Hill, blessings. Thank you for joining us. We know there's a process, that there's a shift going on right now. And I know we hear about, all these different, excuse me for saying this, but I just need to mention this, that these different time events of shifting, of apocalypse, and all these different things, end of the world. And these are all like illusory programs that have a underlying truth in them. Because this year, for a lot of people, has been a lot of transformation. And I'll explain why, without going too much into depth. A lot more people are becoming more conscious and awake, and are asking to answer the call to their calling, and to wake up to their authenticity. And there's more awareness. And as there's more awareness, there's this more vibrational conscious shift going on. I'm not talking about this end of the world stuff that everybody's talking about. But this is why this message was so important, because why you? Why now? Why us? Why Samadhi, that state of consciousness? Why not? Why not? And we're waiting for the new year to come. And it is, I almost shifted with the date as well. I was like December 30th or December 29th. It is December 29th today. We're 2 days away from the end of the year. We're 2 days away for the next year. But like I said yesterday, a lot of people are waiting for the new year to celebrate. A lot of people are waiting for the new year to do something more, to do a new routine, to do a new practice, to do a new training, a new, like even a lot of mentors, that are coming out, hey, sign up for the new year. Sign up now. Do what you've been wanting to do now. Don't wait for the new year. Because I'll tell you what, and this is with all due respect, because I'm going to offend a lot of people's belief systems and personalities, because we're so comfortable being uncomfortable. And I'll say this, the end of the year is coming. You can take advantage of it right now, not when it's close to 12 o'clock, not when it's maybe 6 hours before. What do? We start drinking, right? Other people start getting high. Other people watch football. Other people watch, and we have a football coach. Blessings, brother. Thank you for training our youth. We have these distractions that this energy is so intense that because we get distracted, we miss that window of immense opportunity. And That is why I was inspired to share this message. We were inspired to share this message because we're doing our work all the time. We're studying, we're getting these realizations, and we're like, we are so blessed. We are so incredibly blessed. We may not look it to other people, but guess what? We're not here to show off. We're not here to appear a certain way. We're here to be our true selves. And whatever comes with that, we embrace. And whatever gets in the way of that, we transcend. So, why wait till New Year's? And I'm gonna challenge people, because we are collectively connected. We are interconnected. And if you drink, can you sacrifice drinking? Think about what drinking does to your system. It numbs your senses. It numbs you from being responsible for what's going on within you. If people smoke marijuana, I know I'm going to offend you guys because I have a lot of friends that smoke marijuana. But I need to speak this because our collective is asking us, us that are conscious, us that are answering this call to step up. Are you willing to step up right now? Not just for you, but all those that are coming after you. All those that are watching you. All those that you are being an example to. Or do you want to be comfortable being uncomfortable? And be the example of yes, we are to be in the moment, and I get that. But there are times when times are so important that we need to answer those calls. Like when you show up for work, right? When you go to work, you say, today I'm not going to go to work. I'm good. Your paycheck will get hit. And your paycheck is your energy. Your paycheck is your currency, your value, your unfoldment of who you are. Now, can you gain it? Yes. But here's an opportunity to stand true for you. Because this is, in reality, in actuality, for your authentic unfoldment. And in your authentic unfoldment, you are saturating, you are permeating, you are infecting all of those around you. So I'm asking you today, are you willing to answer the call? Or do you want to continue being comfortable, being uncomfortable? Where your pain, thank you, Oscar, our amazing student, Oscar Alvarado, he said something to me that clicked that day that we were under the full moon. We were having these deep realizations. We were connecting so well. And he said that people don't take people's, advice. They don't put into action because their fear is stronger than their pain. Do you want to wait till your pain is stronger than your fear for you to wake up? Do you want to continue? Not a coincidence. Do you want to continue being comfortable, being uncomfortable, that your pain is not that great, but your fear is the underlying mechanism that's directing every move that you make? Or do you want to be uncomfortable in facing yourself so that you don't have to go through that pain, that you face that pain and you transcend that pain? That's what I'm asking people to do. Because in order to have a greater experience, you have to face and let go of the previous perspective, paradigm, belief, the cause of the effect that you're experiencing right now. Ali?
I have 43 seconds.
It's okay.
Hi, everyone. Well, bringing it back to why you, why now, why us, why Samadhi, and why not. On my part, why you? You're watching this because there's something inside of you that has called you to be an authentic person, authentic soul, to stop lying to yourself. And why now? Well, like Michael mentioned, the world is waking up. And if you have that in your heart to be that authentic self that you know you've been lying to yourself for a while, then when you come here to us, to Samadhi, because that's what we bring, we desire by our example, by our sharing, that you can come to a place where there's no judgment, where there is only accountability for yourself. And the only thing that I recall when I first started to go on this path of awakening is that with all of the greatness that comes with self-awareness and self-love comes a lot of responsibility. And the reason why sometimes we do not have the people come and go, they'll peek, you'll watch a video or two, maybe three, maybe you don't like our style too much, that's okay. Maybe there's something that it doesn't resonate, but deep down inside, when you hear authentic truth, and that calls you to be responsible for your actions, your words, the way you treat yourself and others, the way that when you walk this path, it's not just, oh, how can we breathe? How can we sit quiet? How can we meditate? Where do I go from the meditation? What am I going to see? All those expectations. But what about when you come out of the meditation and it's time to live, and it's time to go out in that real world and have to cope and deal with the triggers that took you to the meditation in the first place?
Yes.
Because those triggers are still going to be there. When you take that self-responsibility and you're honest with yourself, it's not going to be pretty though. See, we want to bring you joy and be able to have you gravitate onto our joy and the energy that we feel at times, but we can't do it for you. We can only share our story, and if our story sometimes seems a little grim, then that's just what it took for us to be where we are. So sometimes you might feel after watching a video or two, depending on the topic that Michael brings or that we bring, you may feel, oh no, I don't want to hear about that. You know, I'd rather go to a coach that's going to tell me that everything's going to be okay.
Tell me to feel better.
But yes, thank you, Michael. But everything is going to be okay. Everything always is okay. It just may not be down the path you thought it would be. Doesn't mean your dreams won't come true. It doesn't mean that your goals will not be acquired. But it just may not be down the path that you thought.
Yeah.
And sometimes when there's resistance, it's because the blessing is so much bigger. So all we ask here at Samadhi is that you be authentic with yourself, that you do your homework, which is very easy. Once you sign up for the classes, you'll find out it isn't really that difficult. It's actually very, very simple. That's the word. It's very simple. It's so simple that the brain just can't wrap around it. But it's not easy because it takes self-responsibility. And that's how we differ. So when we say, why us or why not? The only difference between us, and you may ask any of our students who are willing to participate. We have students who've made videos for us, testimonials, and they'll tell you it isn't easy, but once they get over that fear of the self-responsibility, then it's just so beautiful and so rewarding. It's very rewarding and very lightweight. All of a sudden you just feel like a ton of bricks just fell off when you finally just say, you know what? I am responsible for my actions, and I am responsible for being where I am. And I brought this into manifestation. Now it's my turn to either, if I like it, great, keep going the way I'm going. If you're doing great, I applaud you. But if there's something in your life that needs transformation, that needs some type of change, and you don't like what's happening, don't expect to change what's out there. Start by transforming from inside. And that's what Samadhi brings. It takes you to a depth like no other.
Yeah.
And we have a
and
message from someone.
And one thing that you just said right now that I wanna share about is Denzel the Motivation. Denzel M. Henderson. You guys check him out. He's awesome. Amber Hill said hello. Adrián Valverde Ortega. Bendiciones, hermano. Jillian Ray Millette. Richie Martin. Ana Maria Espinosa Cepeda. Blessings. Hola, prima. Neva Caboga. What's up, Neva? Blessings. one thing I desire to share on what Ali was sharing that is so important is we're asking you to sign up for your classes, because we call them the classes, our classes, but really we're not here to influence you, to motivate you, to teach you. We're here for you so you can influence yourself. You are the influencer. You are the motivator. You are the one that holds the key. We just remind people how simple, through trial and error. Well, was it really trial? Was it really error? How to simplify something that we made so complicated. But I'm here to tell you, seeing Ali's transformation in such a short amount of time, it's like when you simplify things, because the only thing that I told her, which was the most repetitive thing that I told her, is follow your heart. And I never gave her answers. I just helped her find her own self. And that's what we do for our students. We help them find their own self. We help them not find their own selves. We help them remember. We help them remember that they already had the best teacher, which was themselves. But because they judged that teacher, that reminder, they weren't open and willing to listen and see and experience. And so, why you? Why now? Why us? Why Samadhi? Why not? The year is coming to a close. Don't wait for the year to end. And remember, if you get offended by something that we say, we're not offending you. The thing that is keeping you from you is being offended. For example, when I ask you guys if you can do us a favor, the collective, because I'm going to do my work, but do the collective a favor, because the day of New Year's Eve is so much intoxication, not just physically with stimulants, but mental stimulants, physical stimulants. Do yourself a favor and not be so stimulated. Be more invigorated. Go within yourself. And if you're around people, and because I'm sure we're going to be around family and friends and loved ones and strangers, let's show the world that we can party and have fun without any external dependence. Because when you get stimulated, it's not really you showing up. It's fear-based and fear-driven, because we feel like we need something to show up with. You don't need anything. When you let you show up, you'll be surprised and amazed, especially when you have the courage and you take that step in courage. You're like, I'm just going to be me. The world needs you. And do the collective a favor. Bring you to the table. Don't bring all those other things to the table. Because like I said, you're doing it for the collective. The collective vibration is going to be so powerful that if you don't show up, I don't want to say it, but in a way you'll get left behind. You'll bounce back. And if this is not making sense to you, I hope it does. Because it's so important not to get blown by the current. It's so important to swim. Swim against the current. Because the source is blowing the current. If you go with the current, you're going to go away from the source. You're going to go away from the source. But if you swim against the current, that is being authentic. Think about that for a moment. How many people are not authentic? How many people are just copying copies of copies of copies because they want to fit in? They don't want to make too much noise. They don't want to bring their authentic selves because they think they're weird. They think that the way that they think is not the proper way to think. The way that they act is not the proper way to act. So they're going with the current, right? But when you swim against the current, you're swimming to the source within you. Is it going to be easy? No. It's simple. So are you willing to invest in yourself? And if you're not able to meditate, but if you are, meditate. Meditate prior, meditate after. Because I will be doing a video about fireworks. There's a secret that I do every year that I talk about the importance of fireworks and how to align with those fireworks and how to use that collective energy with those fireworks. Because sound programs energy. Listen to that. How does that make you feel? It's a shock. It's a shock to the system. But I'll be sharing that in the day to come. So, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to give up to experience the greatness of who you are? Or do you want to follow everybody else's lead? And then wonder why next year it's going to feel like you're in the same place. Do something different. Sign up for the classes. Sign up for your classes. Because once you realize how simple it is, you're gonna gain that muscle that before what took you more effort, you're gonna be stronger with less effort, swimming and flowing and enjoying life. Take it from two people who are. Because we are just enjoying so much of life. And not dependent on the exterior. Independent from all external. And knowing that the external is showing up. And when it shows up, it's a compliment to celebrate. It's not a dependent to expect. So, blessings everyone. Thank you for joining us.
It's all been said. You know where we are. You know where to find us. And if you don't, well then, I'm sure if you're watching this video, whoever shared it with you, ask them how you can contact us. We're obviously on Facebook, and you can send a private message if you have any questions.
And share this video. Help other people to realize that they already are great, worthy. Why you? Why now? Why us? Why Samadhi? That state of consciousness. Why not? Why not you? Are you willing to dive deep? Take the plunge. You have the courage. You are courage. Blessings.